Shalom to the elect of Israel, to the whole elect of Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. Gotta give all praises honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua. The Most High, the Heavenly Father, his Hebrew name is Yahweh. Not Yahweh, not Jehovah, not God, not Elohim, not Mosai, not Loah, not Yah, not Jah, not Ahai, not Allah, not Abba, not Yahuwah. It's Yahweh. And his only begotten son name in the Hebrew is Yahushua. Not Yahshua, not Yeshua, not Jesus Christos, not Jesus Christ, not Serapis Christos, not Yeshua, not Yehoshua. It's Yahushua. So you got to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua Bahashim Rekah Korash. Double honors to the apostles and the bishops and elders who came in stone, who rule well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all of Israel, whether accepted or not. And the sincere salutation to all the argument, pushing this truth and believing this truth with the four hands of the earth. The entire world shed light to the hopeful elect. Shalom to the outward for listen learning. If you sisters for this and coming to another lesson in truth, fact, faith, and edification. Another data edification. Lord, will us be edifying. So I titled this lesson, Esau is the reason, and they know it. And this is an article. It reads, UN advisor says the white man has brought life as we know it to the verge of extinction. Radical harmony is fallacy. UN advisor says the white man has brought life as we know it to the verge of extinction. And we know this to be true. And this is Yahweh Shema Shah confirming what the apostles and the other bishops and elders have been telling us for years. As a matter of fact, before I get the precepts, let me get this to back that up. This is Yahweh Shema Shah confirming his words to be true. He said his counsel shall stand forever. So real quick, let me read this in Isaiah 44. The so-called white man has lost the information age. It's like the information war. They are losing on every level, man, on all sides. So this is Yahweh Shema Shah confirming his words, their words. Isaiah 44:24 reads, Thus saith Yahweh thy Redeemer, and he that formed thee from the womb. I am Yahweh that maketh all things, that stretcheth forth the heavens alone, that spreadeth abroad the earth by myself, that frustrateth the tokens of the liars, and maketh diviners mad, that frustrateth the tokens of the liars of the Edomites, so-called white man, and maketh diviners mad. That's the Edomites. They do witchcraft. That turneth wise men backward. Right, the wisdom of this world, it comes from the so-called white man. Right, the elites. They control the curriculum in earth and make it their knowledge foolish. And we have found out that the wisdom of the so-called white man is foolish. That confirmeth the word of his servant and performeth the counsel of his messengers. So this is what the Lord has done. He has confirmed what the apostles, elder, bishop, and elders been teaching for years, man. The Lord has confirmed that. And the world know that it's the so-called white man that's destroying the earth. That frustrate the tokens of the liars and make diviners mad, that turneth wise men backward and maketh their knowledge foolish, that confirmeth the word of his servant and performeth the counsel of his messengers. Let me get this. This is Psalms 33. In verse 10, it reads, The Lord bringeth the counsel of the heathen to naught, and maketh the devices of the people of none effect. So your new world Lord ain't gonna work. Mandating the MOTB ain't gonna work. The counsel of Yahweh standeth forever, the thoughts of his heart to all generations. Now I was gonna start with this, right? This is Isaiah 14:4. It reads, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon. So this is the Lord speaking to the elites and say, how hath the oppressor ceased, the golden city ceased? Yahweh have broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. This is what the Lord doing. Because it tell you, I'm gonna come back to this. In Job 15, it reads this: for thy mouth uttereth thine iniquity. See, this is an Edomite that said this, man. It said, UN advisor says the white man has brought life as we know it to the verge of extinction. Can't make this up because it was already written a time ago for our learning. Job 15 and 5. For thy mouth uttereth thine iniquity, and thou choosest the tongue of the crafty. Thy own mouth condemneth thee, and not I. Yeah, thy own lips testify against thee. So this is let's get this one. Psalms 64 and 7. When you read this chapter, these Edomites been shooting at us for the longest, man. You so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. The so-called white man been trying to destroy us since they have came back into power, man. Since the 1300s. So it reads Psalm 64 and 7. But God shall shoot at them with an arrow. And it's worded like this because they've been shooting us with an arrow since they've been in power. But God shall shoot at them with an arrow, suddenly shall they be wounded. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. And that's why these nations is fleeing away. They separating from America. That's what that means. These nations are fleeing away. They are separating from Babylon the Great. So back in Isaiah 14, and as the head brother Kemp always say, nobody like the so-called white man because he's an Edomite. They flocking to him because they have the power right now. That's the only reason. Nobody want to hang out with the so-called white man because he has the power. He control all the resources. This is why they hang out with the Edomites. You see Jake at the bar with Edomites taking shots. They out somewhere hanging out. It's because they control the resources, man. Isaiah 14. But the Lord said this: take up this parable against the king of Babylon, man. Isaiah 14 and 4. It say that thou should take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how have the oppressor ceased? Who is the oppressor? It's only one oppressor on the planet. The golden city ceased. Yahweh have broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath, and this is what the so-called white man did throughout the four corners of the earth. He who smote the people in wrath with a continuous stroke. He that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and none hindereth. Because this is his power. This is it, right. The Lord gave him this kingdom. So the Lord let them max out. The Lord let them max out that credit card, man. Where his sins have reached into the heavens. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Yet the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, and why does it say the cedars of Lebanon? Because who's in the land of Israel, man? The so-called white man. Since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against us. Because the so-called white man cutting down all the trees. And the Lord gave us a law you was supposed to cut down all the trees, man. There's only certain trees you're supposed to cut down. And these devils is cutting down all the trees, man. Hell from beneath. And this is a parable showing you how the earth is going to be rejoicing when the so-called white man is removed, man. It said the trees is going to rejoice. Because everything has a spirit in it, man. The Lord created everything on earth has spirit, man. The trees, the grass, things that you think that don't got spirit, they all got life. That's why it's green, man. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. And this hell is talking about a condition. That's why Jonah said the Lord heard him. The Lord heard his affliction out of the belly of hell. Hell is a affliction. It's a condition. It's the grave. It's the grave. It's a condition. It's trials and tribulations, adversities and afflictions. And now the so-called white man is going to be afflicted daily, 1,000 years. Here from beneath it move for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee, even on the chief ones of the earth. It have raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. And it's talking about all these other heathen nations, man. It said that it stirreth up the dead for thee. The heathen nations are dead because they don't have the spirit of the Lord on them. The spirit of Yahweh Shemashah rests only on the Israelites. So they are just like the scriptures say in Proverbs 21:16. He that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. The heathen nation don't have the understanding of the Lord. So it reads, all they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Yeah, thy pomp is brought down to the grave, which is his pride, his arrogance, and the noise of thy vows, the worms is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee, which is corrosion, corroded, corruption, being deteriorated. And the Lord is destroying the so-called white man's last empire from the inside out. Just like the Lord did Herod, just like he did Antiochus Epiphanes, destroyed them from the inside out, man. It's a slow death. It reads, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? Lucifer meaning the light bearers, which it applies to the Illuminati. They the one came up with the word Illuminati, called themselves the light bearers, right? How art thou fallen from heaven? Heaven meaning their rulership, their power. There's a saying, this is the white man's heaven and the black man's hell. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. The stars of God are the Israelites. That's why I tell you, Revelation 12, there was a woman, and on her head was 12 crowns. That woman was Israel, our father. And the 12 stars is the 12 tribes of Israel. So that he has exalted himself against the Israelites because the earth was given to the hand of the wicked. It reads, I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation. That's controlling all the religions through the Roman Catholic Church in the sides of the north. They control religion. They control the world through religion. That's why I tell you the three unclean spirits in Revelation 16, right? They can you got the military, which is Washington, the monetary, which is France, London, and then you got the religious power, which is through the Roman Catholic Church. It reads, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. And this is through his technology. This is through his what it say, his wisdom. That's why I said in Isaiah 44, right? He will make the wise men foolish. He will make that knowledge foolish. Because everything they're doing, they can't go against the Lord. They can't go against the will of Yahweh Shemawashah. So, but he has exalted himself and made himself like the Lord through his technology. You see, they get to take rockets and go to what appears to be in space, but they can't get past the radiation belt, what they call the Van Allen belt. They can't go past that. But they get to take their little rockets and fly their jets and helicopters, right? That's them exalting themselves. It reads, yet thou shalt be brought down to hell to the sides of the pit. The pit is slavery, man. A condition, a terrible condition, man. They that see thee. Now, if the spirit, if it is talking about Lucifer, like it said in verse 12, how thou fall from heaven, O Lucifer. How can you see Lucifer if he's a spirit? The guy came to camp 2 weeks ago. I think it was 2 weeks ago, the Edomite. And he said that Lucifer is real. So I asked him, I said, "You seen Lucifer?" He told me his friend did. I said, "Well, hey, did he give him some money?" He was like, "Yeah, he made him rich." I said, "Why he didn't make you rich?" He said, "Cause he ain't want no part of that." But he said Lucifer is real, and I asked him but when I asked him what he looked like, he couldn't answer that. So if Lucifer was on earth, it said right here, Isaiah 14 and 16, they that see thee, because it said, oh Lucifer, son of the morning, how thou fallen, right? So it's still talking about Lucifer. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? How did this man make the earth to tremble? Well, you got a couple examples. They dropped bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. They dropped bombs on Bosnia and Yugoslavia. You can look it up. They that see thee shall now look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? Right? It's calling him a man. And let me get two precepts. I just read this the other day to prove this. Second Thessalonians 2 and 3. It reads, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day should not come except there come a falling away first. We had to fall away from our lineage, our heritage, our customs. We had to be removed from our inheritance, which is the land of Israel. And that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. So this man is the third precept, Revelation 13 and 18. It reads, here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 603 score and six. So we're dealing with a man, not some spirit that you can't see. Because again, Isaiah 14 and 16, it reads, they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? From Alexander the Great to the rulers of the world now, they have shaken kingdoms with their military power, that made the world as a wilderness. So I'm lining these precepts up with this article, with this title. UN advisors say the white man has brought life as we know it to the verge of extinction. And we know this to be true. That made the world as a wilderness. He cut down the trees, right? He's contaminated the waters, the air, the people. The minds of the people is contaminated because of the so-called white man. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness, and destroyed the cities thereof, that openeth not the house of his prisoners? Who own the prisons? The so-called white man. It said that and destroyed the cities thereof. Look at the cities, man. Now we get to sit around. We have to sit around and watch Transformers and Decepticons run through the earth with equal act rights, man. We gotta watch how 2/3 of our people minds are destroyed from the so-called white man's philosophies, man, from his religions. These niggas done put guns in the hood, and Jake just out here killing each other, man, over nothing. And Jake killing Jake because of envy. And Jake keeping score. They keeping score. They keeping score with bodies, man. How many bodies they done killed this week, last week? Jake tell me they still smoking ops. This so-called white man did that, man. The white supremacy, the education system, man, is destroyed our people. Jake today still believe in the white Jesus, man, Jesus Christos. They still believe that today in 2024, man. With all the information that's going on in this information age, people are still flocking to the so-called white man. But the scripture said in Revelation 13, They said, who is able to make war with the beast? Who is like unto him? Because of that's the Lord though. The dumb people down. Because 2/3 got leaders too, man. Just like the whole select got leaders. The whole select trusting Yahweh Shema shot 2/3 got leaders too. Let me get this. This guy had destroyed the earth, man. This is Proverbs chapter 12 and 26, and it reads, the righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduceth them, man. The, the Lord say, envy thou not. Let me just read it. I'm right here. This is Proverbs 3 and 31. It reads, envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. And let me show you that these devils envy us, man. But Jake envied this so-called white man because he controlled the resources. And let me show you that these bastards envy you. They envy us, so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. Let me get it. Let me see. I think it's let me double check this. See the Amos with or Ezekiel. These devils, man. They envy the Israelites, man. Let me read these. This is Amos 1 and 11. It reads, thus saith Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Edom and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment because I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, 1, and did cast out all pity, 2, and his anger did tear perpetually, 3, and he kept his wrath forever. So let's get this one in Ezekiel. This is Ezekiel 35. And I'm going to start at 5. It reads, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and have shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. So it say, right here in verse 11, it reads, therefore as I live, saith Yahweh, I will do even according to thine anger and according to thine envy, which thou hast used out of thy hatred against them, and I will make myself known among them when I had judged you. See, when they say this, let's read this again from verse 10. Ezekiel 35 and 10. Let's read 5 again. This is talking about what the judgment of the Lord is going to bring upon Esau, Edom, and all his nation, the Edomites, the so-called white people, because of their envy against us. So while Jake envying the so-called white man, these niggas envy us, man. And we don't got nothing. But guess what? We got everything. Like it said in 2 Corinthians, possessing nothing, but yet we got everything, man. Because the real riches is the Holy Spirit, man. And that's why I tell you in Job 28, starting at verse 12, it said, where can wisdom be found? It's not in the earth. It says it's not in the depths of the sea. And it said it cannot be purchased with gold. So where is wisdom? The Lord said in Deuteronomy 32, it got to come down from the heavens, man. The Lord got to give it to you. And this is the one thing that the so-called white man can't have, man. This is Ezekiel 35 and 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword. What it said in Matthew 11 and 12? The kingdom of heaven suffered violence, and the violent took it by force, man. Everybody know the so-called white man did this. History is fact checking, man. 70 AD, Titus of Vespasian, man. And it was a so-called Negro that led the army, man. Sellout ass nigga. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith Yahweh power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee, since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. And that goes back to Numbers 35 and 33. The blood that was shedded on this land, their blood have to be shedded as well, man. Because thou hast had this verse 10, because thou hast said, these two nations, the northern and southern kingdom, and these two countries, Israel and Samaria, shall be mine, and we will possess it, whereas the Lord was there. See, therefore, as I live, saith Yahweh power, I will even do according to thine anger and according to thine envy, which thou hast used out of thy hatred against them. And I will make myself known among them whole. What is that talking about? And the Lord said, I will, and I will make myself known among them. Two precepts come to mind. Psalms chapter 50. Listen to this. Psalms 50 and 21. It reads, let's read 20. Thy citizen speaketh against thy brother, thy slanderous, thy own mother's son. These things has thy done. When it say thy citizen speaketh against thy brother, thy slanderous, thy own mother's son, let's talk about Esau slandering Jacob. When you read in Galatians, Ishmael did it to Isaac, man. Ishmael did the same thing to Isaac that Esau did to Jacob, man. These things has thy done, and I kept silent. That's why I say in Ezekiel 35, they said we will possess the land as if the Lord was there. See, these precepts go together perfect, man. These things has thy done, and I kept silent. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes. Back in Ezekiel 35. Same thing as say, man. Like y'all about Shema Bashar, man. Ezekiel 35, again in verse 10. Because thou hast said, these two nations and these two countries shall be mine, and we will possess it, whereas the Lord was there. See, they thought the Lord was with them. Therefore, as I live, saith Yahweh power, I will even do according to thine anger and according to thy envy, which thou hast used out of thy hatred against them, and I will make myself known among them when I have judged thee. See? So these Edomites, man, that perpetual hatred. Well, the Lord said, this is 2nd Ezra, chapter 5 and 42, and it reads, and Shalom to the argument I walk to the end, Yahweh Shema Shah Barakatham. 2nd Ezra 5 and 42. And he said unto me, I will liken my judgment unto a ring, like as there is no slackness of the last, even so there is no swiftness of the first. So whatever you sow in the earth, you got to reap. And we are watching the so-called white man kingdom fall, man. And as Yahweh Shah said in Luke 10, let's get this. This is Luke 10 and 18. It reads, and he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. They falling from that rulership, man. The so-called white man's glory is becoming his shame, man. The so-called white man's glory is becoming his shame. As the scriptures say in Habakkuk 2, man. See, they was glorying in being the dominant power of the earth. Well, now the world see that they are becoming the basis of men again. They said that so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians are the minority. That's a lie, man. The Lord say He told Abraham, He told Isaac and Jacob that they seed shall be as the stars of heaven, man, as the sand on the beach. So the whole time we was taught men, we was three-fifths of men, man, and that we was so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, West Indian, Haitian men and women, nobody, we nothings, we animals, right? Spick, spooks, porch monkeys, wetbacks, and savages. The whole time we have always been the majority, man. Let me get this. And the so-called white man has always been a minority. Always. That hasn't changed, man. The Lord don't change. It would tell you in Malachi 3 and 6. The Lord don't change, man. But yet it's still, these bastards said, let's read this in Deuteronomy 14. The Lord don't change, man. This is Deuteronomy 14 and 2. For thou art an holy people unto Yahweh thy God, and Yahweh hath chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself above all the nations that are upon the earth. That are upon the earth. But they said we was the minority, man. Well, it's okay. Now the Lord have revealed the truth, man. I want to get let's get this in Jeremiah. This is Jeremiah 51 in verse. This is verse 6. It reads, "Flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense." Which is, yeah, you got double coming. Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. See, everybody has great. This is how the this is how this is how I look at it. They ain't even using the article. I just got the title up there. See, you bastards, man. But it's okay. Saudi Arabia was America's #1 ally. This is how the petrodollar was formed through the oil, man. They gone, man. They gone. They done joined the BRICS, as the Lord said they would. The other nations, Babylon's allies, is leaving, man. This is done. We just waiting on those last two prophecies, man. The lesson I did yesterday with this guy, Kim Jong Un said his missile that he's going to use, he's targeting one of America's one of the main American cities, man. And then it said that I did the article with this guy talking about the sea hip ain't perfect, but it changed his life. Yes, it changed your life. That's facts. That World War III, man, MOTB, hey, World War III, Jacob's trouble. We at the door, man. And Jake is still playing games. But here it is, the so-called white man is going against the so-called white man. What the scriptures say, Isaiah 19, right? Egyptian shall be against Egyptian. In Mark 3, that kingdom is divided, man. This shows you, because there was a time you would have never seen an article like this, man. You and advisor say the white man has brought life as we know it to the verge of extinction. And we know this, man. We know it. We've been watching this unfold for years. Before the truth, before we knew about this truth, it was just something about these people, man, that wasn't right. Well, Here we is not finding out this is the wicked of the earth, man. Now, they are not pro-life, man. Let me get this. They are not pro-life, man. It say Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain, if so be she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go everyone into his own country. For her judgment reacheth unto heaven and is lifted up to the skies. So show you how weak the so-called white man's rulership is, his hegemony, his dominance. They are speaking against each other, man. This don't supposed to happen, man. You are in your rulership, but you got your people talking about you in Jeremiah. See, the so-called white man has lost generational wealth and white privilege, man. So now they back to the basis of men. It's Habakkuk 2 and 6. It reads, shall not all these take up a parable against him and a taunting proverb against him and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long? And to him that laden himself with thick clay, his debt, right? And as we've been saying, and Apostle Hall was making the point the other day, man, America is not in over $30 trillion in debt, man. That's a lie, man. These bastards is well over 300 trillion in debt, man. They're gonna show you 34 trillion. That's a lie, man. And we've been saying the apostle been telling you that for years, man. Niggas don't look nothing up though. They is well over 300 trillion, man. Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them? Yeah, a spoil to the other nations. You're gonna be a spoil to Israel. But before you be a spoil to Yahweh Shema Shai and the elected Israel, these nations finna tear that ass, man. Yeah. The other nations finna tear that ass with them with those intercontinental ballistic missiles, man. Them warheads. Because that has spoiled many nations. I mean, this is only talking to one people. Now, other Edomites in other country, but it's talking about America, man. Babylon the Great, man. Because that has spoiled many nations. All the remnant of the people shall spoil thee because of men's blood and for violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein. This America, Babylon has went into all countries and said, let me get that, man. You can get down with us or lay down, but we're gonna take it. They did this guy, Gaddafi, horrible, man. Just because he wanted to go back to gold standard, man. Woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high. Thou hast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people, and hast sinned against thy soul. Woe to him that giveth his neighbor drink, and putteth thy bottle to him, and maketh him drunken also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness. Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee. And what, Lord? And shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. So what the so-called white man has gloried in for hundreds of years is now becoming their shame. Lesson I did the other week. They took down the statues. They trying to cover their tracks. So if we be here another 100 years, the new generation will not know about slavery. They won't know about it because the statue is taken down. They destroying the books, the history of what has happened, how they acquired America. That will no longer be known, man. And everybody will be in this spirit of gender neutral. The Lord ain't letting this go, man. Let me get this in the Michael. They are destroying the people. They destroying their nation. They don't care about nothing, man. Esau don't care about nothing. I'm talking about Amalek, the small hats, man. They don't care about nothing, man. It's 60 families. It's 60 families. Amalek, man. They don't care about nobody else, man. This is Micah 2. In verse 2 it reads, and they covered fields. Let me read one. Woe to them that divides iniquity and were evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. It's in the power of their hand. The earth was given into the hand of the wicked. And they covet fields and take them by violence. Talking about lands, man, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. They took our heritage, man. The article, Ron Patton and Miriam Knox, the uh the master plan of the Illuminati Rothschilds, these niggas said they know they from Edom. They know they Edomites. They from the house of Edom, but they said they gonna pretend to be from the house of Jacob, and that they was gonna make our land their home. They took over the heritage, man. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh, behold, against this family. Hey, mother, it is chick talk about, oh, it's just talk about Esau. No, bitch. It said against this family, the Edomites, do I devise an evil for which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go haughtily, for this time is evil. When we put these yokes out on your neck, bitch, you ain't gonna move until after them 1,000 years of hardcore slavery. In that day shall one take up a parable against you. And this is what we're doing. We are taking up a parable against the so-called white man. That's why I tell you in Jeremiah 15:43, the king of Babylon, not the niggas that we shop with every day, these low-level Edomites that shopping that you see at the grocery store. No, we talking about them niggas that's hiding. Rothschilds, Oppenheimers, DuPonts, the Gettys, the Waltons. In that day shall one take up a parable against you and lament with a doleful lamentation and say, we be utterly spoiled. He have changed the portion of my people. How hath he removed it from me, turned away? He have divided our fields. Who's in the land of Israel right now? The so-called white man, the so-called Arabs, and the so-called with the Elam, the Elam is you got the Persians, right? Uh what's these the Palestinian, not Palestinian, uh I often say the Pakistanians, right? You got them rolling, they got it rolling, they call them Shiites and Sunnis. But you got Elam, Ishmael, and Edom in our land, dividing it by line, man. Now we taking them a doleful lamentation against this bastard. Therefore, thou shalt have none that shall cast a cord by lot in the congregation of the Lord. No, because you're gonna be outside the temple. You're gonna be outside the temple. Let me get this. Um, I just lost my thought. Hold on, bear with me here. The Lord is turning. Hey, the Lord is turning. Oh, let me get this. I want to get this too. Maybe the other precept will come back. This is Galatians 6 and 7, and it reads, be not deceived, God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. See, for he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption. And Esau is of the flesh, man. He's of the flesh. Anybody that's of the flesh is going to reap fleshly things. I'm going to prove this precept in Romans 9, right? It reads again, Galatians 6 and 8. For he that soweth to the flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption, but he that soweth to the spirit shall of the spirit reap life everlasting. Now, when you go to Romans 9, it reads this. And the Lord set the so-called white man up to be the perfect adversary, man. That's what Satan means, adversary. Romans 9:7. Neither because they are the seed of Abraham are they all children, but in Isaac should our seed be called. And Isaac had Esau and Jacob, right? So a person might say, well, see, we come out of Isaac too, a Edomite. Neither because they are the seed of Abraham are they all children, but in Isaac should thy seed be called, right? So one would say, well, Isaac had Esau and Jacob, right? Verse 8, that is, they which are the children of the flesh, these are not the children of God. But I thought everybody was God's children. Well, Paul's saying right here, they which are the children of the flesh are not the children of God, but the children of the promise are counted for the seed. So, who's the children of the promise then? Right? It tell you this chapter. It's Israel, man. Now, making the point about the flesh, right? When you go to Galatians, it's Galatians 4. I love to read this because it shows you the Lord goes in detail, man. This is Galatians 4:22. It reads, for it is written that Abraham had two sons, the one by the bondmaid, the other by the free woman. He who was of the bondwoman was born after the flesh. That'll be Ishmael, right? Right. But he of the free woman was by promise. That'll be Isaac, right? This is verse 28. Now this is Paul speaking, going back precept in Galatians, man, precept in Romans 9. Now we, brethren, as Isaac was, are the children of promise. But as then he that was born after the flesh persecuted him that was born after the spirit. It said Ishmael was born after the flesh, and Isaac was born after the spirit. Listen, but as then he that was born after the flesh persecuted him that was born after the spirit, even so it is now. This is Paul writings at that time. Who is he talking to? What is he talking about? He say, but as then he was born after the flesh, persecuted him that was born after the spirit, even so it is now. Who was persecuting the Israelites at this time? It was the fucking Romans, man. The so-called white man. He said, even so it is now. The niggas of the flesh is persecuting us of the spirit, man. Also, it applied to 2/3 of them Israelites, them old big head ass Pharisees and Sadducees, the wicked ones. Esau, man. Esau was born after the flesh, man. Okay, just like Ishmael after the flesh persecuted Isaac, Esau persecuted Jacob, man. It's the same thing, man. Now, let's get this. In Romans 8, Romans 8:4, it reads, Romans 8:5. No, Romans 8:4. It say that the righteousness of the law may be fulfilled in us who walk not after the flesh, but after the spirit. For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh. Because it applied to 2/3 of Jake too, because that's why Esau, through his false reality, he have conditioned the people to live in the flesh, man. All Jake want to do is chase the bag, man. Keep up with the Joneses, man. This is what Jake at. For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit. See, it tell you in Romans 8:24, right? That hope is seen is not hope. So Jay need to touch the bad, they need to see it. Well, the Lord said we got a spiritual bank account. And from time to time, he let you tap into it, man. He let you tap into your spiritual bank account. And it could be something simple as you had to work. You had to work on the Passover. Then you go to work and they tell you you don't got to work tomorrow. That's spiritual, man. You were praying to the Lord like you don't want to call in and call off. You can, but you don't want to. And then you just wait and see what happened with the Lord. And then you go to work and then they tell you don't got to work tomorrow. Just out the blue, man. That's the Lord letting you tap into your spiritual bank account, man. That's spiritual. A situation happened. It looked like you ain't gonna be able to pay it or whatever it is. And then something happened, man. That's the Lord letting you know they dealing with you and you have tapped into your spiritual bank account, man. We don't need that, man. We don't need nothing carnal, man. The Lord said he gonna our daily bread, man. In Psalm 68:19, he said he daily loaded us with benefits, man. It reads again, but they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. Because the carnal mind is enmity against God, for it is not subject to the law of God, neither indeed can be. So then they that are in the flesh cannot please power, man. So it tell you Galatians 6, with Galatians 5 and 16, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. 2/3, the Lord ain't give them that, man. And we are all Israel, man. I'm talking about the Israelites. It tell you the whole house of Israel in Ezekiel 37. But the Lord only reactivated the hopeful elect, man. They got to come to whoever the 2/3 is, Lord willing, we are not of that number. They'll come back in the kingdom. Perfect, man. But they right now, they envying the so-called white man, and the so-called white man envy us, man. It said in Ezekiel 35, they envy us, man. But he have turned the roles around. That's why let me read this again in Proverbs 12. These niggas, they tell you in Psalm 64 that they search out iniquity. They accomplish a diligent search, man. These niggas is real crafty. They real slick. They conniving bastards, man. That's why he said he beguiled me. The niggas is cunning, man. Proverbs 12 and 26. The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduceth them, man. See, he seduce you. He know how to, and now he started throwing that bag in front of Jake, man. You got niggas doing tricks, man, for that bag, man. This is Proverbs 4. Let's get this. This is Proverbs 4 and 2. It reads, for I give you good doctrine, forsake ye not my law. And the scripture said, drink waters out of thy own well. Now this is verse 16. It's Proverbs 4 and 16. It reads, matter of fact, let's read 14. Enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men. Avoid it, pass not by it, turn from it, and pass away. It said, pass not by it, man. Can't even get too close to these devils, because they'll seduce you. For they sleep not except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. And how do he do this? Jake with the bag, man. He set that bag in front of Jake. For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. See, that's the so-called white man for you. So, as it says in Proverbs 3 and 31, envy thou not the oppressor and choose none of his ways. This nigga envy us, man. Now you got Israelite women walking around with blonde hair, man. Or they walking around with red hair. Cause you got what they call these brunettes, these Edomites. You have a woman, her hair be red, naturally red, right? That most of them got blonde hair. You got our women want like, but they want to be like you. These Edomite women want to be like you, Jake women. But Jake women want to look like these Edomites, man. But that's called conditioning. They had Jake women growing up playing with damn white baby dolls, man. This is all the conditioning of the so-called white man. How he conditioned us to look at us as filth, man. And you want to look like them. Well, we look like Yahweh Shema Shai, man. We look like Yahweh Shema Shai. These Edomites is through, man. But you hear they are against each other, as the scripture said they would be. And I just want to make some points. I saw this article earlier, so I just want to make some points, man. These Edomites' kingdom is falling. They are through. We just waiting on the final prophecies, man. Oh, let me get this. Let me go to the Lord. Well, they say X marks the spot, man. Babylon is through, man. This place is done. Let me get. I got a couple more precepts I want to read here. This is our second Ezra. What is that? Chapter 4, I think it is. Let's read this. Second Ezra 4 and 28. But as concerning the things whereof thou asked me, I would tell thee, for the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come. If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, see, if therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that it's sown with good, right? So America got to be turned upside down. Let me get this one in Isaiah 24. Because it said, if the place where the evil is sown be turned not upside down. So who's doing it? This is Isaiah 24 and 1. Let's prove it. It reads, behold, Yahweh maketh the earth empty and maketh it waste and turneth it upside down and scattereth abroad the inhabitants thereof. He scattered us. This applied to Israel first. Well, who's the inhabitants of the earth now? The Edomites. They saying they are still the minority, but they control the resources. Behold, Yahweh maketh the earth empty, and maketh it waste, and turneth it upside down, and scattereth abroad the inhabitants thereof. And they ask for them to be scattered right into them bunkers, because all the other Edomites gonna be destroyed. All the other heathens gonna be destroyed, because you got the elites of China. That's why I tell you in Isaiah 14, it said, all the kings of the nations shall rejoice when the so-called white man go down. All these nations, the rulers of these countries, they got bunkers, man. Yep, they got bunkers. China got bunkers. Japan got bunkers. Uh, the Persians, Iranians, they got bunkers. See, all these people got bunkers because they finna be slaves, man. Because we need them good bucks. Get good bucks, all this teeth. Yeah, bring out the women, nice shaped women. Yeah, they got nice bodies. Cause we finna put y'all asses to work. It's gonna be them elites, man, of all nations, man. The Edomites, Elam, Ishmael, Ham, they all gonna be preserved, man. The elites of these people, they go in the bunkers. Everybody that's gonna be destroyed, man. We need the best of the best in captivity, man. We need some good bucks, cause it's gonna be ain't gonna be no time in the kingdom, man. It's gonna be what we say it is, man. Well, Yahweh Shema, the standard of Yahweh Shema Shah. That's what it's gonna be, man. Ain't no watches, ain't no time, man. Nothing but work for you, man. A lot of work, man. A lot of work. Turning big rocks into little rocks. That's gonna be your Edomite's job, man. You're gonna be in the pit 24/7, man. Other nations, we got something different for them. But Esau, Edom. Let me go back to the second Ezra. We got some real special for you, boy. Second Ezra 4 in verse 29 again, it reads, if therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that it's sown with good. And to show you how cold the Lord is, because he's using these Edomites, man, and they destroying themselves. This is Isaiah, what is it? Isaiah 29 and 14, right? It reads, no, Isaiah 29 and 16, Salakia. It reads, surely, surely your turning up things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. So I read 2 Ezra 4, 27, 28. The Lord said, the evil, what the evil is sown, pass not away. And if it don't be turned upside down, then cannot it come that the sown was good. And then I read Isaiah 24 and 1, and it said, the Lord turned the earth upside down to make it empty, right? So the Lord is using the so-called white man to turn the earth upside down. And it's cold because we are watching these devils take away the food, man. These niggas killing black Angus. How you gonna kill black Angus cows, man? Top of the line beef, man. These niggas killing the cattle. But the Lord said in Hosea 4, right? He said, let me read it. Let me show you why I'm using this article and getting these certain precepts. This is Hosea 4:1. Hear the word of Yahweh, ye children of Israel, for Yahweh have a controversy with the inhabitants of the land. This applied to Israel, to you Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indian Haitians. Now applied to the so-called white man. Again, hear the word of Yahweh, ye children of Israel, for Yahweh have a controversy with the inhabitants of the land. Why, Lord? Because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of God in the land. Again, go back to the lesson the other day. You X'd out Yahweh Shai here in America. You X'd out Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, while the Hebrew Israelites. So the Lord is X'ing out the so-called white man in his whole lineage. They will be X'd out the earth, man. You X'd out the Lord here in America. Nobody never know about Yahweh Shema Shai here in America. You didn't tell the people that the Hebrew Israelites. You could have still kept us enslaved and did whatever you did, but still told the people, yeah, these are the Hebrew Israelites right here. You X'd out everything about the Lord and his knowledge, man. So you gotta go, man. The so-called white man gotta go, man. You X'd out the Lord. What nigga in their right mind would do that, man? Again, it say, hear the word of Yahweh, ye children of Israel. For Yahweh have a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor knowledge, nor mercy of God in the land. By swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery, they break out in blood, touching blood. And you did this first and foremost, and then you pass it on and spread it to the Israelites, man. That's why the Lord say, I read in Proverbs 4, pass not by it, man. Don't even get near these Edomites. Therefore shall the land mourn, and everyone that dwelleth therein shall languish with the beasts of the field, that shall cattle, and with the fowls of heaven. Yeah, your fowls of heaven, you got lawful meats, right? Turkey, chicken, and every other bird, man. I like to use this as the lawful meats. It say the fishes of the sea also shall be taken. So the Lord got this nigga BG, the original hot boy, they nigga creating artificial eggs, man. At the plantation yesterday, right? The food that's in the cooler. One of the cooks came and showed me. He like, look, how the hell the egg was froze, man? In the cooler. Ain't no ice in the cooler. But where they keep like the eggs and the milk, the fucking egg was froze, man. I said, bro, there ain't no real egg, man. How the hell egg froze up with no ice? It ain't in the freezer, it's in the cooler part, man. Esau, these niggas done Lord, but the Lord using Esau to take away the food. He said the Lord has turned the world upside down in Isaiah 24:1. But Isaiah 29:16, it say, let me go back and read it again. Because the Lord is using the so-called white man to do this, man. Jake don't understand what's going on. In Isaiah 3:1, the Lord said he's going to take away the stay and the staff, the whole stay of bread and the whole stay of water, man. Jake is not realizing food is being removed, man, slowly. Isaiah 4:1. I mean, Isaiah 29:16, it reads, the Lord doing this. And I can get a lot of precepts to prove it, man. I brought him on the lesson of the day. Surely your turn of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. The potter is Yahweh. Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Because all authority is given to Yahweh Shai. Yahweh gave Yahweh Shai the blueprint. Yahweh Shai and the elect created the earth, man. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he have no understanding? And that's why I say this in Isaiah 45:9. Woe unto him that striveth with his maker. See, that the potsherd strive with the potsherds of the earth. Shall the clay say to him that fashioned it, what makest thou, or thy work? He have no hands. The Lord made Esau to be the destroyer, man. He's taking away the food. He's cutting off. And they creating this impossible meat, beyond meat and all this madness, man. It's him. So now you see, as the prophecy say, let me get this. Isaiah 19. Oh, hold on. I just thought about this precept. Let me get this ecclesiastical. Because I'm thinking about this title, right? This article. Again, it say UN advisor says the white man has brought life as we know it to the verge of extinction. In let me see, it's 27. Let me double check here. It's either 27 or 21. Yep. This is Ecclesiastes 21 and 27. It reads, when the ungodly curseth Satan, he curseth his own soul. So here it is, the Edomite talking trash about Edomites, man. Yeah, the white man, UN advisor says the white man has brought life as we know it to the verge of extinction. Well, that's prophecy, right? Second Ezra 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. All prophecy, man. So we are watching these devils kingdom collapse while they still think they doing good, man. What Norma isn't coming back. Yahweh Shai is, man. And it was something else I wanted to get. I had a couple more here, and I'm gonna close. Yep. Let me get this because it said in Hosea, it said because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of the Lord in the land, right? So one of the things, one of the judgments is this is James 2 and 13. For he shall have judgment without mercy, right? It's in Hosea 4 and 1, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of the Lord in the land, right? So you ain't show no mercy. It's a James 2 and 13, for he shall have judgment without mercy, that have showed no mercy, and mercy rejoiceth against judgment. And I wanted to get uh Isaiah, Isaiah 21. Let me read this. This is Isaiah 21 and 1. The burden of the desert of the sea, as whirlwinds in the south pass through, so it coming from the desert, from a terrible land. It's talking about the Russians coming in, right? Tell you in Jeremiah 50:19, assemble yourselves and come. A grievous vision is declared unto me. Salakia, the treacherous dealer dealeth treacherously. Who is this? The so-called white man. And the spoiler spoileth. So the Lord say, go up, O Elam, besiege, O Media, all the sign thereof have I made to cease. Therefore are my loins filled with pain. Pains have taken hold of me, as the pains of a woman that travaileth. I was bowed down at the hearing of it. Of what? The destruction of Babylon. I was dismayed at the seeing of it. My heart pained, fearfulness affrighted me. The night of my pleasure have he turned into the fear unto me. And this is a fearful thing, knowing that the Lord can destroy America, and you don't know if you're gonna get salvation, man. So Isaiah was terrified, man. Prepare the table, watch in the watchtower, eat, drink, arise, ye princes, and anoint the shield. So the Lord said he prepared the table. He said, watch in the watchtower, eat, drink, arise, ye princes, and anoint the shield. Watch Proverbs 8. So while we watching prophecies, you don't got time to be chilling, playing games, always want to go out and eat. No, man, it said prepare the table, man. Watch in the watchtower, eat and drink right there in the watchtower, man. Arise, ye princes, and anoint the shield. For thus saith the Lord said unto me, go set a watchman, let him declare what he seeth. That's why brother do lessons all day, every day, prophecy playing out, man. What's going on in the news? In the news, man. He said, for thus saith Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah saith unto me, go, set up a watchman, let him declare what he seeth. What he seeth, it say, and he saw a chariot with a couple of horsemen, a chariot of asses, and a chariot of camels, and he hearkened diligently with much heed. And he cried, A lion, my Lord. I stand continually upon the watchtower in the daytime, and I am set in my ward whole nights. And be and behold, here cometh a chariot of men with a couple of horses. And he answered and said, Babylon is fallen, it is fallen, and all the graven images of her gods have he broken unto the ground. It's in Isaiah in Jeremiah 51, man. It was Jeremiah 50, right? Merodach is confounded. Let me read it. All the idols say, all the idols, all the graven images of her gods have he broken unto the ground, just like ancient Egypt, man. Every time the Lord was sending a plague, he was taunting the Egyptians' god, they idols, man. What's that, Jeremiah? A chariot, hey, the missiles is coming to Babylon, man. That's what that parable is talking about. Jeremiah 51. The word that Yahweh spake against Babylon and against the land of the Chaldeans by Jeremiah the prophet, declare you among the nations and publish and set up a standard. Publish and conceal not. Say, Babylon is taken, Baal is confounded, Merodach is broken in pieces. Her idols are confounded. Her images are broken in pieces. What it just said in Isaiah 21. Let's read again. Same thing, man. Jeremiah and Isaiah saw the same vision, man, of Babylon. Isaiah 21 and 9. And behold, here cometh a chariot of men with a couple of horsemen. And he answered and said, Babylon is fallen, and all the graven images of her gods have he broken unto the ground. And here in America, you can worship any idol. You can follow any religion here in Babylon the Great, man. Any. That's why this is confusion, man. Well, he said, what did I see? Well, we see America finna be destroyed. That's what we see. And slow bellied niggas, WFI talking about GMS always using articles. You slow bellied niggas. The Lord created the World Wide Web, the unicorn, which is in Job 39, had a slow bellied Evite tell me, ain't no, the Bible don't mention the internet. You slow belly. Yes, you, if you listen, if you watching this, I showed it to you. Job 39. It said, a unicorn, will the unicorn be willing to serve thee? We put out lessons on the unicorn and it's out there in cyberspace, you slow belly. Anyway, Babylon the Great, you can worship any idol here. You can do whatever you want to do, as long as it's in the laws, the statutes of the so-called white man. Let me get this. Isaiah 24, Isaiah 24 and 5, it reads, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. Matter of fact, let's start here. Isaiah 24 and 3. The land shall be utterly empty and utterly spoiled, for Yahweh hath spoken this word. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away, and the haughty people of the earth do languish. And that's the Edomites and two-thirds of Jacob, man. Nobody care about the other heathens. This is about the Israelites and the Edomites. The other nations is just extras in the movie, man. So the haughty people of the earth is the so-called white man, his lineage, and two-thirds of Jacob, man, because they following this pale-faced bastard, man. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, who control the earth, the so-called white man, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Who the hell passed a bill you can sleep with an animal? The so-called white man did that, man. Who passed a bill for you to smoke fucking chemical marijuana? The so-called white man did that. Therefore have the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. It said, therefore have the curse devoured the earth. What the Lord tell Cain? The earth should not yield its full strength unto thee. Yeah, the serpent seed line is the so-called white man. The spiritual demon Satan has physical seeds on the earth, and it's the elites. It's the nation of the Edomites, the so-called white man.
Take Ephesians 6 that we're dealing with the rulers of darkness of this world, man. Spiritual wickedness in high places. That's the elites, man. If you can't get it, it doesn't matter to us, man. Therefore have the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the heavens of the earth are burned, and few men left. And guess who's going to be left? It's going to be the elites of them Edomites and the other heathen nations, and it's going to be the elect of Israel, man. Everybody else going to burn to a crisp. If their asses don't get ate, man. Because a lot of you jakes out there going to get ate. You're going to be somebody's food in the family, man. A lot of these babies being born going to be food, man. It reads, the new wine mourneth. What's the new wine? It's the philosophy of the so-called white man. Something that was never heard in the earth. It's this new philosophies, man. The new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth. Because it's not truth, man. All the merry-hearted do sigh, the mirth of tabrets ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoice ended, all the partying and playing and listening to music, the joy of the harp ceaseth. They shall not drink wine with a song. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. All these new philosophies. They're gonna be bitter in that day because you're gonna find out the so-called white man been lying to us, man. And that's why a lot of these Edomites is complaining about ungodly fathers, man, because they gotta suffer for that, man. It'll tell you in Sirach, they shall be reproached for their for their nation, man. Just like we was drinking all the philosophy of the so-called white man. This nigga been lying to us. Talk about, man, it's so many philosophies, so many. Two Edomites came up with African American studies, man. Two Edomites. Talking about we fucking African American, man. But then you still got the history of, we can go dig up and find out that this guy, Amerigo Vespucci, came to America. The Africa named after Leo Scipio's Africanus. Asia named after Leo Scipio Africanus' brother. Asiaticus is his name. I don't know the whole name. I got it written down somewhere. Asiaticus is the brother of Leo Scipio's Africanus. What the hell you talking about, man? How the fuck can we be African American, man? Then them niggas lied and said Christopher Columbus landed in America. That nigga never came here, man. Niggas lied, man. But they the forces of lies, though. And now we found that out in the scriptures. Because you'll never hear none of these scriptures, man, in no damn church, man. So it said, the strong drink, they shall not drink wine with a song. Yeah, everybody want to party, play, and bullshit here, man. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up that no man may come in. Let me get this precept. Let me read this, man. I'm gonna close with this one. I'm gonna close with this one. What is it? Amos. Listen to this, man. Jake think this is a fucking game. The Lord is gonna do something terrible, man. Listen to this. This is Amos 5. Let me start at, where is it? Bear with me. Right here. This is Amos 5 and 16. Listen to this, man. When I read this, terrified, man. Terrified me. This is Amos 5 and 16. It reads, thus saith Yahweh, the God of hosts, the Lord saith thus, wailing shall be in all streets, and they shall say, in all the highways, alas, alas, and they shall call the husbandman to mourning, and such are as skillful of lamentation to wailing. And in all vineyards, all workplaces shall be wailing, for I will pass through thee, saith Yahweh. Listen, man, the Lord is going to come everywhere. He's going to be everywhere, man, in Jacob's trouble, man. Them calamities, again, Amos 5 and 16, therefore, Yahweh, the power of hosts, the Lord saith thus, wailing shall be in all streets, and they shall say in all the highways, Alas, alas, and they shall call the husbandman to mourning, and such as are skillful of lamentation to wailing, and in all vineyards shall be wailing, for I will pass through thee, saith Yahweh. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of Yahweh is darkness and not light, as if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into the house, and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him. Should not the day of Yahweh be darkness and not light, even very dark, and no brightness in it? And he's coming for Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Isaiah 63 and 1 said, who is this that coming from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? Yeah, man. Terrifying times is coming. But we see the Lord is breaking down a so-called white man. They are being broken down. They are coming against each other. All the year they have put so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indian Haitians against each other. Now the Lord is doing it to them, man. This Willie Lynch letters teaching Willie Lynch teaching other slave masters how to keep the lights separated from the dark skin and the old from the young, keeping the hatred. And he said for thousands of generations, man, we was gonna be like this. Now understand that the Lord put it, we under the curses. The Lord said we was gonna be like that before that nigga wrote that letter, man. Them Willie Lynch letters, man. But that was Yahweh Shema Shai confirming to us he was gonna use the so-called white man to do it, man. That was just another one of those confirms, man. See, they don't understand what's going on, man. They don't understand that we under curses, man. So for them to come up with something that they think that they came up with it, no, man, it's already in the Bible, man. Them niggas took the scriptures and wrote it in a fucking letter, talk about Willie Lynch letter, how to keep Jake separated. Them niggas was we talking about Edomite scholars, man, niggas that read. Them niggas know about the curses, man. So they gonna take the words of the Lord and put it in a fucking letter, talk about it's his. The Lord did that, man. The Lord got Jake bugged out. The Lord got Jake hate each other, man. He ain't have shit to do with no fucking Edomites, man. The Lord did it, man. Them Edomites ain't get no more fucking credit for nothing, man. They ain't did nothing but patent the shit, stole the shit, and put patents on it. That's all they did, man. Them niggas looked at the curses and made a fucking letter, man. You can't fool us with that bullshit. Anyway, Lord was edifying. Gotta give all praise, honor, and glory to you. How Bahashim Yahushua, Bahashim Rika Kodash, double honors to the apostles and the bishops and elders, great millstone, who well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all the Israel, whether accepted or not. And the sincere salutation to all the occupant pushing this truth and believing this truth, like the four winds of the earth, the entire world, shedding light to the hopeful elect. Shalom to the Akwa who are listening and learning. To you few sisters who are listening and learning, through tuning in. May Yahweh Shema shall continue to bless you in your houses. May the blessing of election be upon your houses. Till next time, I say Shalom, Wa, Abba, Abba. And if you have forgotten, get the leaven out of your house. Get the leaven out of your house. There's a lot of things that we use that got leaven in it that you don't even know, that got yeast in it, baking soda. And another name for baking soda is sodium bicarbonate. Get it out, man. That's baking soda. And check them bottled waters you got. But most of those bottled waters, they got it's gonna say sodium bicarbonate in the bottled water, man. So make sure you got bottled waters in your crib. Check the bottled water because they probably got baking soda in them. Sodium bicarbonate is another name for baking soda. Look on it, and it's mostly in the bottled waters. So make sure you check that. You know, we trying to the best of our ability. We ain't gonna be perfect, but hey, get it out. Lord willing. Shalom. Till next time.